just really catching up on my calls because I was in court. I've had clients calling me, which I called back on the day. But then new clients I haven't taken on, and I understand that there are two people who are desperate to speak to me. They've waited since Monday. Today's Thursday, and the firm basically said to them that I was unlikely to take on their cases, but they said they would wait. And it's an employment law matter. So I'm just going to call now and speak to them because basically they've said, we've waited since Monday, and if we don't hear back from you by 4 o'clock, we will have to scout around. I don't like for people to really want to speak to us desperately and they are not able to. We will always call our clients back on the very same day. But if they are new clients, we always say we're not sure that we will take it on. And many of them say, no, I want to speak to Delphine. Someone asked me to speak to Delphine. So I'm going to speak to him and just see how I can help. So you will remember that I do not give advice on this channel, but I get a lot of questions about employment law, and I thought I would just help somebody out. So I got clients who was ready to pay £1,000 plus VAT for us to deal with the matter, but I've basically just said no. Go to Citizens Advice Bureau, get some free advice. There are other charities out there that are able to help you as well when it comes to employment law matters, because you would not get your legal costs from your employer. So if you pay me £5,000 to get £300 back from your employer, and then you lose your job because you have raised all these queries that you could have just dealt with internally, how is that helpful? Yeah, no worries. So how is that helpful? It definitely saves you money, because most times employees are just so upset. They just think, I'm going to run to a solicitor, still going through the internal process. And if you're saying that, your company hasn't given you £200 or £300 that they should have given to you, it might be that there are other ways to deal with the matter without resort to litigation. That's not advisable. Citizens Advice Bureau is very helpful. Use them. Yeah, so it's not helpful. It's best for you to go through the internal process at work, raise a grievance, write letters, write emails, get them to have a meeting with you, and then go from there. Yeah. At this point, I've decided to eat something so that my brain works. Got Christmas mug there that I really like. So I'm going to use it to have oats. Every time I have Quaker oats, I think about my parents, basically because they raised us with Quaker oats. So I tend to have a lot of Quaker oats, not as much as I used to when I was plant-based. Sorry if I put some on you. Celebrate. Messing up. And I would get some flax seeds in there as well. There. Good stuff. I'm having this flaxseed, which I bought from Holland and Barrett. They're quite good, and in my own Holland and Barrett, they have a lot of sales. I went in there to get some protein powder the other day. They had no sales. Well, they used to have loads of sale in the past. Flaxseed in the cup. I decided to cook my oat a bit, so this is what it's looking like. So I'm gonna have that yummy now, put some flaxseed on it, and I'm ready to eat it. So I would normally put cinnamon in my oats, which is what I'm going to do. I use a lot of spices, thyme, mixed herbs I tend to use more. I use the whole lot. And I bought this seasoning and it's quite good. They're like Korean seasonings and they are quite solid. That's the second one there, and it's really, really good. It tastes great. I also try to use my vitamins. So I have vitamin D3. If you're black with the COVID, I suggest that you use a D3, but obviously I cannot give you advice, so get your own advice. But I also use a multivitamin sometimes, but I try to keep it handy. And somebody bought me loads of vitamin C, vitamin, all of that in a massive bag and gave to my husband to give to me at church. So thank that person. I don't know who it was. I really thank them, and I thank God for gifts like that. Church, I said, not work. I tend to keep my vitamins in a cupboard here, and I just try to have them. Somebody gave that to my husband to give to me, whoever it was. I say thank you. Not that they watch my channel, because I don't tell my friends that I have this channel. But yeah. I bought this and I really enjoyed it. This is very good protein powder, and it's really made a difference in my weight and in building muscle. I struggle with protein. I do not like to have protein rich foods, so I bought this in December and I found it to be very helpful in getting my protein in. It doesn't taste like chalk because it's 100% whey, and not because it's 100% whey, but it just tastes better than anything that I've had before. So this is really good. I find this is better than soya. When I was eating plant-based alone, no meat, no fish, I was eating a lot of I was having a lot of plant-based protein shakes, but this is better. This is better, I think. It tastes right. But if you know of any plant-based protein out there, please let me know and I'll be happy to get some of those. So these are the 2 bags that I want to show you what's coming. I think I ordered them a while before and they've just come in maybe 3 days ago. One of them are shoes. Oh, these are short shoes. I'm very sure I said they are short shoes. I meant short boots, ankle boots. What do you call these boots? Ankle boots. I haven't worn boots in a while. I kind of like the heel, but I really bought them because of the chains. Every time I wear shoes with accessories, I get a lot of compliments, just basically because I like strange shoes. I actually put that picture up on Facebook. I hadn't been on Facebook for 2 years, and people ask me how I do that. I can talk about that in another video. Your time is very precious. Don't spend it all on social media. If you're on social media, you have to be learning stuff or teaching people stuff or just laughing. Like, I like to look at Instagram and laugh because there's some crazy stuff happening on there, like, you know, people falling down, people with funny comedies, and it just really makes me laugh. Real life stuff that no one knew that someone was recording or a ring bell was recording, and you just see stuff real life and it's really funny. So let's show you the next thing that I bought. So I bought some tops. I have so many white tops, I cannot begin to count. I could never count how many white tops I have. I don't know why it's so rumpled, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. But this is just very helpful when I'm going to court because I have to wear white to court. This is off-white, but I just love the material. It almost feels like, you know, turmoil. It's really nice. So I can wear this in and still wear something on top, if that makes sense, because it's long sleeve. So this is an essential for me. This cost £6 and I think is perfect. I think it was £26 reduced to £6. The next thing I bought, I don't know, what is this now? It's the weirdest dress ever. It just goes on forever, goes on forever, goes on forever. I wish I could try this at some point, but I've been eyeing this dress for a while. It's easy to wear with those boots that I bought, so I'm looking forward to that. And the last thing, wear stuff like this at Christmas, and this came at Christmas, so it's quite glittery. I don't know how much of this you can see in terms of fabric, but it's quite glittery. Definitely not keeping them. But I like them. Give me a thumbs up if you like them, and give me a thumbs up if you don't like them. But I think they're quite cute. They're brown. I've got shoes like this anyway. I might end up keeping them anyway. They are quite cute, and you can dress this down any way you want. And you know, you don't have to be wearing jeans to wear these. They're quite cool. They're nice. They're Texas cowboy boots. Hee-haw. Yeah, I got these from Next. They're leather, and I kind of like them. I think I would keep. What do you think? Sharp shoe. By the way, I've been on a weight loss mission, and I have lost weight. I'll talk to you in another video how I've lost weight, but at this point I've lost about 6 kg, and it's quite ridiculous because I have no idea how I added all that weight and why I'm having to lose more than 6 kg. But I would say, please make sure that you're well. I spent a lot of time making a lot of pounds, that I added a lot of pounds. If you're not well, you cannot enjoy your money. So why are you struggling if you're not going to enjoy the money? High waist trousers. I think they are too small. They are from Own. I got these from Next. Next sells a lot of designer stuff. They're quite long and they're really high-waisted. I always had to wear high-waisted jeans. I haven't worn jeans in a long time, I must confess. It's never time to wear jeans. And no, I normally go out in smart clothes. I find if I'm going to ever be relaxed, it's going to be leggings rather than jeans or jeggings that are soft. But yes, the client that I've just seen came in to discuss a deposit matter. So when you're renting a property, you pay a deposit, and sometimes landlords forget, or just have no idea what the law is. They're just more bothered about taking in money that they do not secure your deposit. So you can actually sue a landlord who doesn't secure your deposit. And if they issue you a notice, a section 21 or a section 8, most times it's defective if they haven't secured your deposit. So that was what the client was about. So it's been a lot about litigation today, going to the company's court, the insolvency court, people having problems with directors. I've also got a client that I have to go into hospital to see tomorrow, someone who was in a coma for 1 year. Yes, all right then. We speak to you, and just know that I would never discuss my clients. So if it's 1 year, 6 months, I'll just say 1 year. If it's 1 year, 2 months, I'll just say 1 year. If it's 1 year, 2 days, yeah, you would never know who I'm talking about. You never know what hospital, but if it's helpful, you kind of like see the kind of work that I do. I said to you I was going to be talking fast, too busy today. So just a bit about my day today. First client I saw was for insolvency. Basically, they have a company and the other directors are not behaving properly. We're seeing so many of those. In fact, in the past week, I've had 5 insolvency cases. Insolvency cases are usually dealt with at the company's court and the business courts, and they're usually between directors, shareholders. It's always best to settle cases than go to the insolvency courts, because the legal cost just really accrues and really is a waste of time and money for everyone. And people are fighting over £1 million, and most times their cost on every side is like £200,000. So there's really no point fighting in the courts. If you want to wind up a company, just wind it down. I'm going to be speaking fast in my videos basically because I'm too busy, and if I think about how busy I am, I'll never make a video. Let me show you what I'm wearing. I'm trying to make a video for you, and my client is here, so I need to go. The lighting is not the best, but I just have a jacket on, and then I've got a dress on and shoes, if you can see them. So these are my shoes today. I find that looking after suede shoes is just too difficult, and most of my shoes are suede. I find these shoes are very comfy. I actually have 3 pairs like this, one from Next, one from Clerks, and one from LK Bennett. And I've had them for many years. They're leather, very strong, but the suede element is just a headache. Does anyone know where I can get suede spray? I used to buy them in the pound shop when I was at uni, but I don't see them anymore. I still have my flowers. They still look really great. Hi everyone. So it's Thursday today. It's almost Friday. Feels like I can't wait for Friday to come, but there's so much to do. So I think it's about 2 p.m. now, and I still have a lot to do. I still have 4 more clients before 5 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock I have to go into London for training in Chambers. So it might be that I carry you along. I might not be able to film inside. I think it would be quite ridiculous to film inside. I'm not a YouTuber or anything, and I don't have 1 million followers. So get your friends to subscribe. Who knows, if I have 1 million followers, maybe people would want me to film them. I'm just joking. I don't think I can just whip up the phone and, you know, make a video anywhere and everywhere. But after that, I have to go into Notting Hill Gate. I've got rehearsals for singing because I sing in church. So it's going to be a full-on day. It means that I have to travel 1 hour back home and then travel into London. All right, then. I will see you soon. I always find Victoria so interesting because you see like different people, and like homeless people normally come and ask for you to buy. That bought this for me. I think this was the last one they had in the shop actually. Nothing more interesting. You want one?